My next guest is the owner of one of Capitol Hill's most tasty restaurants, Plum Bistro. And now Chef Makini Howell is out with her second cookbook, Simple Goodness, No Fuss, plant-based meals straight from your pantry. Welcome, welcome back to New Day.
Thank you.
Oh, I already can tell this is going to be one of my favorite dishes, but what are we making? Tell the folks at home.
So we are going to make a wild mushroom ragu.
Oh.
And it's really rich, it is seasonal, and it's easy.
Okay, well, you had me at easy and seasonal. How can I help?
Pass me those onions over there.
Okay, perfect.
So we have the oil already hot in the pan, and so we're going to start with the onions here.
Ooh.
And you want to just saute them a little bit. I'm going to put my, I'm going to pass you that.
Yeah,
stick that down there. And then you see I have a tray of flavor here.
I know, you have a lot going on there, which I'm loving.
So I'm going to add the garlic in with the onion because I want them to kind of saute together.
Amazing.
And then, you know, one of the things that I really hope comes through in this book is that I give you really good ways of creating flavor with vegetables.
Oh, well, yes. Okay, and I want to cook like this and have all of my spices like a little spice platter.
I have a prep cook too.
Because that's amazing.
So I have some rosemary, I have some thyme and bay leaves and a little black pepper and salt and some sugar because we're making a tomato-based dish and you always need just a little bit of sugar in there. So while these are going, I like to season my onions and garlic.
Okay.
So we're going to put a little rosemary in. We're going to put our thyme in. We're going to put our black pepper in. Look at that.
Yum.
I'm going to save the sugar. I'm going to put the salt in.
Do you want me to mix around?
Yeah,
Can
mix around, mix around.
That
yes.
looks so good.
Yes. So you notice that it's starting to smell really good.
So fragrant. It's amazing.
Yes. And it's starting to brown on the bottom of the pan. You just want to get the onions to about translucent. The herbs are jumping out of the pan.
It's delicious. Okay, and then come the big guns.
So the mushrooms. Now, you can use any mushroom that you want to use. I just have a mixture of wild mushrooms here. I have some chanterelles. I have some creminis. They're all sort of meaty and mild, and I don't have anything that's too far to one end of the mushroom spectrum.
Okay.
And I just bought a box of wild mushrooms.
Boom.
Let's just dump them all in there.
Dump it all in. I love it. Big pan, dump it all in.
Okay, now, while we're getting these all mixed in here, let's talk about the ease of the dish because it's with gnocchi. I didn't make the gnocchi.
Okay. Thank you in advance. I'm not going to be making I want to be that person.
We all do, but we're not. So we bought some store-bought gnocchi and just stuck it in some hot water. I need you to take that out and just
strain a little.
Strain it a little, and we're going to pop it in that bowl over there. While these are cooking,
easy.
yeah, it takes 2 minutes to cook that gnocchi. It's a potato gnocchi.
Wow.
You do not have to sweat over.
You got this. You got this.
You got this. So we're gonna cover this up with this lid here and get a little extra heat going there.
Perfect.
So now you wanna put a generous amount of Parmesan. Generous amount.
All right, a little parm. We're here for this. You tell me because I love cheese, so I'll keep going. Okay.
All right, and
another
then
big spoonful.
Put about the top part of that parsley in there, and let's mix that up.
Okay. Perfect.
So, while we're waiting for our mushrooms to really heat up here.
Yes.
Now, I left the wine out because the wine is optional to deglaze with.
Okay.
You can always use stock. Some folks don't do alcohol. So if you don't do alcohol, you don't have to do red wine. But if you do some red wine.
Okay, it's flavorful.
It adds to the depth of the flavor of the mushrooms. So, those need a second to cook.
Yeah.
And while those are cooking, so we're going to make a one-pot meal. So that's going to be great.
Even easier. I don't have a lot to clean. We like that.
Put that in there.
And what did you put in? Bay leaf?
I put the bay leaf.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, I just threw a bay leaf in there. And these, they need to heat up just a tiny bit before we add our other stuff. So let's talk about the book.
I know. So this is in your new cookbook?
This is in my new cookbook.
And what else is in there that you absolutely love? I hear there's a kids section.
There is a kids section. It's so sweet. It's towards the back of the book.
Okay.
So if you don't do kids, it's fine. You don't have to go there.
But they could be easy recipes.
But they're
for some
easy
people.
recipes. They're easy recipes for snacks, for lunch boxes. for anytime meals. I wrote this book 2 years ago when kids were constantly around.
Yeah.
So for anytime meals, and my little nephew is like the star of the show.
Oh, that's so special.
But it also has a lot of really good simplified recipes for a plant-based life. I give you a section in the front that tells you what to buy, the types of plant-based ingredients, because that can get hard. Like, which vegan cheese should I get?
Totally. Even
You know?
the wild mushrooms. It's like, what? And you're like, just
Yes.
get wild mushrooms.
There's a
It'll be fine.
directory. There's a directory in the front of the book.
Perfect.
I take you through breakfast. I take you through lunch. The lunch is very vegetable forward. I take you into dinner. I use some meat replacements. I use tofus. I use a broad
Something
spectrum
for
of things.
everyone.
There's something for everyone in there.
Okay, how are mushrooms
All
doing?
right, let's see
Are
how
we
these
ready?
mushrooms are doing. Oh, they look really good.
Ooh, they do.
And
It
they
is literally so
smell
fragrant
good.
and amazing.
They smell really good too. So you can see that they're starting to sauce a little bit for us.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a little bit more moisture in there. So
Perfect.
I think that at this point, we should go ahead and add in our tomato sauce.
Ooh, okay. And this was just store-bought you can get too?
You
Make
just,
it easy?
Oh, you just open the can.
Okay, even better. Open a can, girlfriend. Just open a can.
Open the can, okay? Don't
think about it.
You know, just open the can. I mean, like,
Put some sugar in it. Okay.
yes. I mean,
Mix it
you know,
around.
we're working folks, right?
Exactly.
We don't have that much time.
I don't want to cook for 2 hours.
No, you don't. I mean, you can.
I mean, I want to, but I won't. So let's be real.
So I have a little veggie stock here.
Okay.
And let's just give it a little stock.
Till we make it kind of a more of a sauce.
And if you think it'll ragu, it'll stew down.
Yeah.
And if you think you need more, you can add a little more.
Okay.
But at this point, you put it in.
Yeah.
And you bring that to a simmer, and you
Okay.
just let that simmer, and then you drizzle a little olive oil on top.
Ooh.
And you should have a glass of wine while you're
Yes.
doing this.
Cook. Have a little. Okay.
And then, just let it heat up and all the stuff marry together.
Yeah. And then
it's-
the power of television goes eventually in here. Is that what happened?
This, you just make a little space once this has simmered.
Okay.
And you just put it right there.
All right.
And you are ready to go. This is almost ready.
Okay.
It's almost simmery right there. And it's simple. It's easy.
Yeah.
The whole family can enjoy it. You can make it for date night. You
Okay,
can
we're
take
running out of
this.
time, so I got a taste test.
All right, let's
and we'll
do
have it cook in the break. I
Let's
know
do
it's
it.
going to
Let's
be
do it. Let's do it.
fantastic.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's put that right there.
Amazing. I'm going to dig in here. I need a big mushroom too, because I have to. And tell me about your 10th anniversary of your book too over here.
So that is the first book that I wrote. We've renamed it Makini's Kitchen, but that used to be Plum. Gratifying plant-based dishes from Seattle's Plum Bistro.
Amazing.
And that is a nerdy one. I call this the prequel. Because I really nerded out on that one. It's marinades and sauces but
Thank you so much for being here. And just a reminder, Makini is holding an author event at Book Larder tomorrow night, December 4th, starting at 6 p.m. Head to the Book Larder's website for details.
The New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.